What do you do? You're a grenadier? Grenadier. I want to try something here for a second. Okay, Jennifer, if I may call you that, can I redeploy you over here, please? Have you breached the door? The intel gives you mana, so we want to grab that early. Oh, but I can't move again after I grab it. Fair enough. And you will shoot me. I could come here, grab the intel, and I could take cover. I'm just seeing a chain bolt here, and then here. It just pushes you. I think it might push... What happens if I take cover? I'm no longer getting hit by anybody. Okay. What happens if I static blast you? You would die. All right. Oh, I got game plans. So watch this. Zan, do me a favor. Breach the door. Take a move right here. Grab the intel. Jen, static blast on this fool. And then chill for a second. Zan, please do a time boost on Jen. I would like to cast this ability. Throw at an ally to give them an extra... There's no line of sight. Well, that throws the whole plan into disarray. Well, I'll hit you. And then you should take cover. And we'll just run a predictive bolt right down Main Street just in case anyone gets cocky. And then end turn. You're so freaking lucky. You don't even know how lucky you are. Now, things are a little touchy. How about a chain bolt? It hits you, it kills you. It hits you and kills you. It hits you and kills you. That's a pretty solid chain bolt, if you ask me. I mean, and then you're pretty much cooked. It'd be nice to get to the reinforcement door on this turn, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I could at least move over here. I'm eager to get to the... Oh, excuse me, rewind that. I'm eager to get to the point where I can cause the enemies to shoot each other. But I don't think we're at that level of discourse yet. I think if I move forward one and then knock you back, you're toast. It's a little slower on the tempo, but that's all right. And then you're just kind of, I mean, I could obviously... Oh, seal this reinforcement door, you fool! Rewind. Stand in front of it and seal it. There you go. And then what do you got? You still got a time boost? We'd love to set it up so you could do 2 actions on the next turn, but whatever. I can only predict a bolt here. I mean, you might as well, I guess. Okay. Confidence. We did not deal with all enemies, but we would love for you to take 2 actions on this turn. If you move here, do you have a shot at both? You do have a shot at both. This is a beautiful situation, man. So, take a shot. He doesn't die, though. You gotta be knowledgeable about that. And you can't see the other one. I'm mistaken. Wrong guy. Let me see if this works. Static blast, you're dead. Little time boost. Take that. Little static blast. You've at least taken 2 actions. I recognize that it did not get the kill. That's all right. Zan's going to move over here and hit you with a 3-bolt burst, which kills you. And then a predictive bolt right on the door. I feel bad for whoever's stepping in. Yes, dude. Yes. Seal the door up. Done. I mean, it seems easier to get his confidence up. I don't know what that says about, society, but... Don't worry about this. Skip me. Oh, little parallel lines. Knock out all reinforcements, seal the doors, use the so the laptop, I need to open your door. I think, I don't know, let's see. Cause predictive bolt to fire before the 4C phase. Or end defenestrate 3 hostiles in 1 turn. Cause predictive bolt to fire before the first C phase. I don't really know what that means. Oh, you're right. I could do predictive bolt and then push someone into the predictive bolts. You're not joking. Okay, but first thing, like, there's an order to things. You've gotta, or open the door with somebody aiming at the door. You're absolutely right, though. What door does this opens that door? I'm assuming. And this is our reinforcement door. Okay. There's a multitude of ways. We will get hit unless we take care of this guy first. So let's breach. And, I mean, it's that easy. And then, well, you know what? Then predictive bolts right here. Let's see if it works. Maybe we could get closer. Predictive bolts 1 space into the door. Breach. Enter the room. Use the laptop. We did it. We did it. I couldn't have done it without you, Chad. But I'm like, am I crazy to think there might even be a better way to do it? And the better way is you do the predictive bolts, but you don't move first. That way you can use your move to get even further on the next turn to beat the mission in less turns. Oh, the cookery. Now, 3 defenestrations in a single turn. Realistically, it's got to happen on this room. Wait, I can still shoot on this turn? Through the windows? I think I'd be silly not to. What? Oh, hang on. What if I were to throw the greatest Gale grenade ever seen? I don't think I can get it to land in the right way, unfortunately. We'll just static blast you. Actually, you know what? Sorry, that's the wrong one. Because you're standing right in the line of sight of the door, which makes you easier to deal with on the next turn. You guys want some cookies? So we gotta breach the door, right? Yeah. So let's do so. You gotta be standing on the side to do it. My bad, squad. But a quick static blast on you. See, that the problem is that's going to hurt me like a son of a gun. Are you seeing that? So here's what I'm thinking. What if I were to stand right here, but fire a predictive bolt right here, so that this guy gets blasted when he rushes me? The only thing is, what do I do while I wait? Because I can't, I mean, you're not really doing that much, honestly. Like, what am I doing to get some efficiency out of this turn? I think the answer is nothing. Because I don't have line of sight on this guy, although I wish I did. What about shooting the guy in the window before you breach? Hang on. Unfortunately, I don't have line of sight. Otherwise, I think that's a great decision. Wait. What if I, before I move? Yes! Rewind more. Move. Breach. Predictive bolt right there. The only thing I would say is maybe, can I move here and predictive bolts there instead? That allows us to set up the breach. Okay, and then for C, they still get blasted. I accept the outcome. this one. If we're going to defenestrate 3 times in one turn, we probably do need to get the mana. I don't even know if it's possible. We probably missed our window, I guess, pun intended. Did you really find wingspan too heavy? No, it's not. First off, you're using gatekeeping terms like heaviness. In the real world, we say complicated or perhaps even hard if we're trying to play with a more generalized audience. Secondly, all I did was push back on the idea that people are like, it only takes 5 minutes to learn. Yeah, it only takes 5 minutes to learn after you do the 45-minute in-game tutorial. If you show up to board game night and you say it only takes 5 minutes to learn, nobody is going to know what the hell they're doing with wingspan. You're going to get 106 points. Everybody else is going to get 32 points, and they're never going to want to play it again with you. But you're going to get the nerd cred of being like, actually, it's pretty easy to understand. It's not even close to, like, insert board game here that takes, like, 20 minutes to set up. It is a complicated board game, man. 30 minutes, I think, is fair. But it's 30 minutes of, like attentive listening. Here we go. It's baby's first engine builder. This is why I washed out of the board game community, man. You can't just play a game for fun. It's got to be like, you learn how to play the game and then you go up to... It's like the Pareto principle, but for board gaming. Everybody excels to like the most difficult game that they could possibly have fun with. And then they get stuck there forever. And you get stuck with some dude who's like, you know, this is how you end up with those Magic the Gathering, like, graybeard nerds who you're like, can I read the card? And they're like, you don't need to read the card. It's just a reprint of Swords to Plowshares, but it doesn't have a kicker. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's the Peter principle. Pareto is 80-20. Yeah, 80% of the time I use the right term for something I'm referring to, and 20% of the time you can fill in the gaps. It's not that complicated. Okay, let's just start. Let's form a rough draft here. I think we move because we have no line of sight on anybody. You grab the intel because you're going to want the mana anyway. It's a great opportunity to breach the door and look at what a chain bolt can do for me and my country. I think it's going to get 3 kills. It's absolutely going to get 3 kills. Now, do we really want to take 1 extra turn to snag the intel? Why not? Because it gives us 1 extra action at some point. And then you might as well... Oh, I can't move here. I guess I could give this to you to give you an extra action, but moving doesn't cost an action. Moving is its own distinct entity. Let's end our turn. Move to the breaching spot. Move to the breaching spot. I think we'll end our turn so we have a move ready for next turn. Okay. Now this is where things are going to pop off. Start me with the Zan breach. Your movement cannot take you far enough to get the door. It's unfortunate. But it can certainly... I mean, I think we can get 3 kills here. If I run in here... all of a sudden, they're very upset with me, but I can certainly defenestrate you and then breach the other door. I can certainly end your life. And then all you need to do is a time boost. Oh! I mean, I could have her take damage, but that seems unnecessary. We could do this in a different order. Okay, rewind me a little bit. So first, Lil Zan moves in. 3-bolt burst this fool. Which then allows Jen to breach. Hit you with a Startic Blast. And then the move takes us here. You time booster. She knocks Caranto out of the window. Wait a second. Rewind me. I can't quite move to seal the door. That's very unfortunate. Time boost me. Static blast me. Predictive bolt on the door. Gale grenade yourself to seal the door. You genius. Holy! Can I still do... There's an order to things, okay? Static blast me. Gale grenade yourself into the door to seal the door. This is what these games are all about. We haven't used the laptop yet, though. Yes, we have. Now we're talking. His confidence is through the roof, man. You brought the newt bones? Me when my friend brings the newt bones? Wizard Walter White be like, okay, well, that exchange raised a lot more questions than it answered. You look like you want to ask something. Who's the guy in the Dayglow robe? Ugh, that's Steve. Steve Clark, traffic warlock. I keep running into him on my cases. I always forget what a slimy prick he truly is. Get fucked, Steve. Just a little Flight of the Conchords score. So true. Wizard Walter White be like, Zezzy, I'm compelled to brew. Let's do it while we're awake. Okay. What's going on here? Finish with all team members at full health. Jen wants to defenestrate Steve Clark. Crush Hour. Sends forth a spectral motorcade of Ghost Riders that hits everything in the red zone. Okay. All right. I see what you're saying. I see what you're doing, and I see what you're saying. Well, I think that one sensible play is Zan moves over here. How far can you go? Right? Okay, you can go there. And then has a predictive bolt at the reinforcement door. And Jen moves over here, grabs the intelligence, and then, well, she can hit you with a little static blast. We might as well. Might as well do a little chip damage. You're like a mini boss or something. You know, you're right. He could probably shoot first and ask questions later. Now that well, no, because he's not standing in the door. So now I gotta do that shit all over again, man. Grab the intel, static blast, take a shot. Now maybe you have a shot now. Hey, look at that. It moves you back. You can take some knockback damage against the wall at least. Okay. For C, what happens? We don't get hit by the Ghostbusters. I accept the outcome. You're nothing to me. So Zan has to move. That's a given. If I move here, do you have a line of sight on this guy? Yes, you do. That's great. Grab the intel. 3-bolt burst here. And then that allows Jen to move over here, seal one of the reinforcement doors, and still static blast you. Just moving you dangerously close to a window. Never mind. Well, hang on. Rewind. Gale grenade. Static blast. You've been killed. It's the easiest boss fight I've ever seen in my life. What do you want? Everybody has to be at full health? Nobody's even doing any damage anymore. Now this is it's a real lark, but maybe we get insanely... Oh, dude, it's not even a lark. I didn't realize there was a reinforcement door at the back. Get smoked, kid. So this one's gonna pop again. Static Blast. You're dead. Polytopia has gotten me through several long-haul flights. Okay, Elon. We see you. It's his favorite game. He even put it in the cars, right? Grab intel. Seal door. The mission is complete. Zone 1 of 1 complete. +1 confidence. +1 confidence. It's out of control, man. Our level of acumen is out of control. I like a typewriter sound. You don't hear it that much these days. By the way, we're doing Clank early today, but do not fear. We will return to Tactical Breach Wizards, maybe even once Clank is over. Justin just had to do he had to do group stuff 1 hour earlier than usual. So we're at 11 in 22 minutes. We'll be clanking with Justin and Mouth and I think Corey as well. 2 hours of Clank, 1 hour to finish the stream off of something else. Okay, 1 second. A perk refund available. That won't be necessary. I've enjoyed the extra targeting from Chain Lightning. +1 damage on 3-bolt burst. Once per turn, when a teammate uses their standard attack, take a free shot at that target. That's a crazy support perk. If this shot knocks someone out, it can be used again this turn. That's hard to set up for predictive bolt, but you could see, like, you could knock someone back on top of a reinforcement door, causing predictive bolt to knock them out, and then the reinforcement would also get knocked out. If the shot fires on your turn, gain +1 mana. If it fires on your turn, so not on the enemy phase, because like this would be a great mana farm, and then we could just feed that mana back to Jen to have her do more attacks, but or cover 2 spawners. Yeah, but then I gotta like set it up, knock them into it on my turn, and then set it up on like another door. It's possible. This is possible. I think this is amazing. When a teammate uses that, because we can set up like chain defenestration. I mean, all the perks seem amazing. +1 damage also seems great. No limit on how many times supportive fire can trigger per turn. Holy cow. I don't need a perk refund. Although I guess I could use it on Gale Grenade. Refreshes the move of any friendly targets in the blast. So you could throw it at yourself to move twice. If thrown directly onto an enemy, hit them for 2 damage. I'm happy with where we're at, but I appreciate the creativity that is flowing in my head as a result of the theory crafting from all the perks. Hey, GingerNut619, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Okay, Steve Clark. Probably takes orders from Liv Kennedy, if I had to guess. And Bori Kesh, same situation. Liv Kennedy's at the center of all of this. And the mana stockpile. The seized mana is stored at... Stonecliff lookup, if I had to guess. And I would like to ask Zan for his input. I guess if you want to burn a lot of mana. Oh, you hire a pyromancer. And here's the black site. Okay. Dessa Banks has been taken to the black site in Liboli. Hey, that all makes sense to me. Move on. You know what I like about it? They know that people like me are going to skip the story. The way you're looking at it is like, oh, you're being punished for skipping the story by not knowing what to do with the connections. But the connections actually are so easy to make that it forces you to at least understand the skeleton of the story before you move on. It's like they're letting you interface with the narrative on its own terms. It's the first indie game in history to do it. Most of them would be like, oh, you missed the trivia question after the cutscene, watch it again. 3,000 years ago, the realm of Brolateria was split when the wizard Jennifer, etc., etc., etc. Is that real lore? It's real fake lore from Demon Souls. This is the chance menu. Optional conversations that can be played every time. Choices here do not affect the outcome of the campaign. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sans brain. Bear with it. Hi. Hi. Oh, wait, you're really here? Explain where here is, then ask me again. Sorry, I think you're in my dream. This happens sometimes. My foresight runs wild while I'm asleep, and it can drag in other casters if they're dreaming too. Combat drills in my dream? It's more likely than you think. Yo, it's the Heidi Lau serving robot, man. Air canister causes 3 knockback to all adjacent targets if damaged. Okay, that seems good. Am I crazy to think that it's also going to knock us? Yeah, it's going to kill us as well. So maybe probably start with like, well, 3 knockback. Okay, what if we start by moving over here? I think there's multiple. Well, watch this. Here's another way we could do it. Fuck the air canister, dude. Grab the oh, not you. Grab the intel. Chain bolt. Get smoked. And then run in. Knock this fool out the window. That was brief. Yeah, there's usually a bit more to him than that. Want to do another? Sure, let's do it, man. I did not defenestrate 3 hostiles in 1 turn. I didn't even look at the confidence objectives. My mistake. Pretty good turn, though. 1 turn win. Dream training. Ooh, I do like some... I do like standalone combat challenges. Choose your team. Yeah, that seems good. That's the only 2 lads I got. Survive till the end of turn 10. It's turn 1. Okay. Complete. All we got to do to get the confidence is complete the level. That's a beautiful thing. So, I mean, am I crazy? Why don't you seal the door, bro? I guess you can't seal the door. Well, you're next to a window. That's terrible news for you. Let's start simple. Can't hit you. Nobody's there. There's only two enemies here right now. So I'm thinking, is this the it's 4 enemies are going to come out of this. Okay. We'd love to have Zan finish by standing at a door where enemies are going to come out, which means he'll get a free kill with predictive bolt every single time. Every single time an enemy pops out, at least. So I'm thinking, Jen, let's keep this real simple. Why can't I just... Well, the answer is I can. I'll just static blast you out the window and grab the intel. And then similar, do you have a 3... You don't have a 3-bolt burst on you. But if I were to move here... If I were to grab the intel, move 1 space forward... I can 3-bolt burst you out the window, and then get a predictive bolt firing here to handle this door, and then pass my turn. Okay, you're gonna get... No, you're not gonna get knocked out the window. Do you have a shot on anybody? Yes, I can end your life. That seems like pretty good tech, because I can end your life. And then predictive bolt right there. You can static blast. I got an idea. Hang on. Rewind me. Rewind me. How about a quick time boost here? Then predictive bolt. You can static blast. Static blast. And then move up and grab the intel. You got some serious chain lightning potential in the future. We don't blow up. So again, this seems like totally fine. I got an idea. Static blast, it doesn't kill you. Oh, I'm using the wrong character. Oh, but the supported fire kills you. Oh, we don't need to do it like that though, because doesn't 3-bolt burst doesn't kill you either. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. Well, what about... That is nice. This is a certified moment though. So I'd like to kill you. What happens if I... Oh, you can't predictive bolt one space directly in front of you. Okay. That's good to know. I mean, I guess if I move here... A static blast just kills you. It's also a real temptation to like... If I static blast you... No, if I'm... Maybe this is a Gale Grenade type situation. It's the thinking man's situation here. How about, hear me out, move, grab intel. That's free intel. Predictive bolt on this is very high priority. Can I not predictive bolt? Oh, maybe I'm not far enough away. He's already there, you can't predict. Oh, that's right. Because I thought I was being very clever. Hang on, we can still do this though. Grab the intel, predictive bolt ray. No, he can hit me on the angle, huh? Because I really thought I had him here. I mean, we could kill him. It's just a matter of like the most efficient way to kill him. Wait a second, I think I got a much better way. You come... Okay, first, static blast this fool. That gets a kill. Then Zan comes down here. You don't know where you're going? Well, either way, predictive bolt will get a kill on the reinforcement here. And if he comes this way, then we're chilling anyway. And if he's just going to stand still, even better. Okay, it's only turn 4. Holy cow. We're going to be in this for a bit. Now, this feels like a chain lightning turn. Kill. Not dead. Kill. Not dead. But it does a good amount of damage at least. You do me a favor. Move. Grab the intel. And then throw a time booster at her to let her do another chain lightning. It's not as good as you would think. Well, this defenestrates you. That's pretty solid, I guess. And that, actually, it turned out it was pretty good. 3-bolt burst kills you. Predictive bolts Right there, I guess. All right, all right. And then you might as well end your turn in a place that's closer to intel or easier to knock fools out the window next turn. Like right here. Okay, one got smoked. There is a grenade. Now I don't like you being like right here. This one feels like it's a little bit more of a think. What the heck is this thing coming through the door, man? I'm thinking there's an element here of like, grab the intel and look at what you can do with a chain bolt. I can hit some units and knock them around, which also picks up a kill, but the knock is really important. Because now you have to move to hit me, which means I can get a predictive shot. And I guess I could always just use a gale grenade. It doesn't knock you out the... Oh, that's because it's a door, it's not a window. You ever get hit with that when you're blocking the blackboard in class? What are you talking about? I remember we were doing a spelling test in class one time. I was standing up at the front, and then one of the girls, I'm not going to say her name, but let's just say it rhymes with shmeshmeka, said, yeah, I have a question. Has Ryan ever heard that boys make better doors than windows? I just remember, I was like 11, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she was like, can you sit down so I can read the board? I didn't say I probably said, what do you mean? Still, it fucking pissed me off, dude. I remember it to this day, clearly. I don't know how I'm getting you on a predictive shot. I gotta think about it. What happens with this grenade? Explodes, damaging and knocking targets. Not ideal. There's no great place to stand to take a predictive shot at this door. What about a 3-bolt burst right down your gullet? Nobody knows. Okay, move me? How about the power to move you? No intel to be grabbed? I guess I'm just sitting here wasting my life then. It's not my favorite turn ever. See, now this... lot of enemies on the screen. Stability. Reduces incoming knockback by this much. Doesn't take as much damage. Okay, it's very hard to knock you out of the window. In fact, it's based... But I've only got to survive for 10 turns. So I just got to, like... I don't know. It's looking kind of nasty. Don't get me wrong. What if I move you here, which is not a good position for you, but then if I take a shot, do you get defenestrated because of the support fire? Or you just get defenestrated without even worrying about the support fire? Because we have more... Why do we have so much knockback? I mean, either way, that's huge. Yeah, they gotta stop fighting near the windows, man. This is getting... It's too much. Static bolt does 2 knockback. So it does. You're cooking me with that one. Now I'm getting shot at here, but the gale grenade is not very good in this situation. Okay, I understand that. I mean, this is going to be kind of nasty. Oh, I've rewound you too much. Listen, I got to get out of here in 4 minutes, and we got like 4 turns left. So we're gonna make some bold and fast decisions. Probably a 3-bolt burst. It's not even good on you. Not even good on you. It kills you though, so there's something. Move you over here. Take cover. And a predictive bolt. No, not necessary. Now you also need to move. I'm just going to move you into an open space. No, that's a horrendous idea. I'm going to move you over here. and then grab the intel, and then take cover. Okay, that seems better. Oh, you die. Now this is more like what I'm talking about, because it seems like I can probably ruin your life, knock you back for no reason, and then kill you. Again, I'm playing a little fast and loose here. I gotta get out of here. Well, I gotta get ready to play some Clank at least. Okay, there's not that many enemies left. 3 bold burst ruins your life. Two more enemies are coming through here. Don't stand next to the electrical wall would be my expectation here. There's no place where I can stand where you don't try to ruin my life, or vice versa. So you know what? How about right here, and then a predictive bolt? There's already an enemy there. How about a predictive bolt right here? Here? How about a predictive bolt right here? It doesn't even make sense. For C, let's go. Logen! That's peak defenestration. I mean, you're in trouble, man. You just killed your boy. Well, you almost killed your boy. Okay. Chain lightning doesn't exist for a guy like me. Unless static blast. Move. Grab the intel. Figure out the rest in a second. Now you got to get the heck out of town. It's like no matter where you go, everybody hates you. You're about to get the bricks beaten off of you, man. You're in hell. What does this do? How much damage does it do? Is this serious? No matter where we go, we're getting hit by 2 fools? I think our only hope is something like... get these fools away from me. Whoops. Still doesn't save me. Move back 1. Predictive bolts. Oh, there's already enemies there, man. All right, I think we're going to call this one so I'm not late. I'm respecting Justin's time. Let's call this /marker tactical breach wizards for now.